Hi, welcome to Bridges. This is our new building. Well, not so new now. We renovated it just before COVID, and it was a perfect timing because now we are able to socially distance and we have a lot more client space to work with folks. I'll take you around a little bit. This is one of our crisis intervention offices. This is where our advocates sit and take calls from clients that are needing assistance, law enforcement, hospitals, anyone who needs support. We have a couple more offices here. This office, we're hoping before COVID, we had a lawyer who came on site one day a week, and we're hoping we're able to have that happen again now that we're all safe. This is another client room. This is our child advocate. As you can see, she has treats and all kinds of toys for the kids. And our child advocate does expressive arts groups with the children, and she also goes to the Child Advocacy Center and supports them during forensic interviews and provides support to the families as well. Come on down this way and I'll show you my favorite room in the building. So this is our family room. And in our old space, we really had a challenge with survivors coming in who had children and talking to them about their situation with their children present. And we decided to do this in this trauma-informed way where we have this playroom, we have a television, so the kids can be in here playing while we're talking to their parent, and they don't have to hear the details of the domestic violence or the sexual assault. And so it has been amazing. The kids absolutely love coming here and coming to this room. There's been times where they had to be dragged out of here. It's our most popular room. Even people who don't have kids say, I'd like the family room, please. So we really are proud of this room, and we think it's a really good opportunity to work with survivors and have their kids be safe at the same time. So now there's one more crisis intervention office on this floor. And this is just another one of the offices that we use for staff. And we kept the old stained glass window, as you can see. This building was was first built in like 1900, and we tried to keep all of the details that we could with the dental molding and the stained glass. Anything that we could keep from the original era, we did. So now we're going to go into the front lobby. This is where people enter the building typically. And we're going to speak to Lisa Dunlap. She is our direct service program coordinator, and she's just going to talk to you a little bit about the services that we provide.
I'm Lisa Dunlap, the direct service program coordinator here at Bridges. This is our lobby where the clientele generally comes in, and they can choose any material goods or flyers of other resources that they might possibly need. It offers a safe space for them to sit and relax before we put them in a room. So our crisis intervention team is here to provide emotional support and crisis intervention by phone and in person. Survivors can reach out to our 24-hour support line anytime they need to, or they can call or walk into one of our offices in Nashua or Milford Monday through Friday during the day with no appointment needed. The benefit of that is that they don't need to worry about anyone else's time frame except for their own, and so they can do it when it feels comfortable and natural for them to come in and talk to somebody. The other part of our crisis intervention is our mobile advocacy, where our advocates will meet clients at hospital, courts, police departments, and other community agencies to help them and guide them through the next steps and continued steps of their journey. The really great part about all of our services are they free and confidential, which eliminates the financial barrier to providing or accessing any services, as well as providing a safe space for them to come and share their experiences. So as we go, we're going to walk down the hallway and show the client rooms where we bring people in. So when someone comes in, we will have them come and sit in one of the rooms. When we were designing the rooms, it was very important for us to pick relaxing, soothing colors, have very minimal decorations and comfortable seating for them to sit in, but also provides a functional space in case they needed to use computers, print anything, scan anything. And then this is one of our other client rooms. Our advocates will sit and talk with somebody, validate how they feel, believe their experience, and at the same time helping them identify their needs, problem solve, safety plan, and then provide options and resources for the things that they're needing.
And come on down this way. We have a small staff kitchen here, which on the way to the client rooms. And we keep water and snacks for survivors when they come so that they have something to eat. Oftentimes they're here for a long time, so we want them to be able to have snacks. You come on down this way, we'll show you another advocate room. This is an intern. We always accept interns to help us with our programs. So we have an intern spot. And then we have another office, and this used to be our front porch, and we converted it into office space. We tried to keep some of the details. I really wanted that rose to be kept around. And so we tried to keep some of the details of the original building, and I think it adds to a real homey feel for people coming in to work with us. If we go out here and we take a left, so the original building ended right here. And the original building ended here, and then there was a space, and then there was a two-story, two-car garage, because this used to be the American Red Cross, and they used to keep their vehicles in there. So we decided we would continue the building and make this our conference space. And North Point Construction helped us with all of this. We love them. And one of the things that they did, they designed, and they actually donated all of this furniture for us, is a patio so that we could sit out here and have lunch and enjoy time. We found that survivors will go out there with their kids and sit, so they're not in the building. They can go outside and get some space. And the picnic table, people will come and have lunch. It's a really nice, we didn't have any outdoor space at our old building, and so this has been a really nice addition for us. This is our conference room. In our old space, we didn't have a conference room that was big enough to accommodate all of us. We have about 23 people working here, and we didn't have any technology at all. So we couldn't do any remote work, or people could not phone in from the Milford office. So what we did is we had a donor who donated money to renovate this part of the building, and we made it a conference room, a conference space that we can all fit in. And we put in a stove and a dishwasher and a refrigerator so that some of our housing clients can have cooking lessons. We can do more with folks in here. This is where we have a lot of our support groups, especially our creative coping groups, which do a lot of hand artwork, so on the tables. And we've actually had some other nonprofits come and use the space for their meetings and their trainings, which has been really lovely to be able to share our beautiful space with other agencies that need it.
Provide more independent living space for survivors while they are going through the healing process. I am Amy Wilson, and I'm the housing coordinator here at Bridges. This is our housing office. As a housing team here, we oversee 3 different housing programs. One is our emergency shelter, which is an off-site confidential location here in Nashua for survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking. In 2019, we did a major renovation to that shelter, taking it from an old communal living space to 4 individual independent apartments to promote healthy healing environment and empowerment for survivors. Another one of our housing programs that we run is a Housing First program that lets us provide short-term and one-time financial supports to help people to either maintain housing or to get into new housing if needed. And we can pay for things such as minor car repairs or fees for educational purposes and schooling for children and other activities. The other housing program that we operate to would be the transitional housing program, which allows us to support survivors up to 2 years with a rental subsidy that operates much like the Section 8 program, where throughout the course of those 2 years, the program will titrate down, eventually leading to full self-sufficiency for the survivors. It is a really unique way for many survivors to be able to get into an apartment after fleeing from a domestic violence relationship in a situation where they may not have been able to afford apartment on their own. The housing team also oversees a lot of the donations that come in. We provide survivors, not just our housing residents, but all survivors that work with us, material goods assistance if needed.